Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate. That's what we're playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say EU4. With me, Commissar Rush, playing as Romania, Bundeswehr Bob playing as Germany, Benjamin Magnus playing as Poland, and Mordred Viking playing as the Netherlands. Where everyone else but me is currently in a desperate struggle against the Russian menace, and I'm just kind of sitting here working on my economy.
Yeah, Romania doesn't want to defend the free world.
Shame on you, Romania.
I mean,
Shame on you.
we honestly can't really.
So something I would suggest is, if you guys aren't actively using them, is to reserve your units that are not actually like doing any fighting or anything like that. So like Ben, you've got like land use just kind of sitting around everywhere. Of course, you've got your AI though on like full or something for your land units.
Well, I did, but they didn't move my land units around at all. They just sat still the entire time.
Yeah, so I would recommend like just turning them on, like either turning them off or turning them to low or something like that, and reserving a shit ton of stuff. Because active military personnel will consume more in maintenance cost than if you just reserve them.
So
how do we go about doing that?
So you would select whatever units that you want to reserve, then give them the reserve order to whatever the facility is that you want them to reserve to, or you could just right click like anywhere on the map and they'll just reserve to the closest base to that spot.
Right. So if you're done with them, Ben, I'm going to send the Dutch forces home.
Okay. So I just grabbed a bunch of units and I'm like, okay, go reserve. Because I think I got all these land units sitting around, not really doing anything. This has really turned into more of a an other kind of war, other armed forces.
That's a lot of Russian units coming towards your blockading force, Ben.
You mean in the north or in the south?
In the north. Look at that stack of Russian merchant marines.
I see them.
There's a single, like, Polish patrol boat just like, nope, you shall not pass. They can't do anything.
It's a tiny little ship, too. 400 tons.
It's just letting it pass now. What are you doing?
Kill them!
Oh, why isn't the German Air Force going up there? Didn't you just get transit rights?
Well, the German Air Force is currently in for maintenance right now. They've been fighting for a long time, but they've been going up against Russian surface ships, and they're busy. They're repairing. Plus, then they're going to be on their way to Estonia because we just got transit rights from them, so we'll be flying missions out of Estonia here in the near future. Okay, so the Russians must be sending ships in from like Sevastopol. What's going on now? War declared. Syria declared war on ISIL.
Oh, okay.
I support that.
Yeah. Well,
all right, so
I forgot that was still a thing. I forgot ISIL was still around.
Yeah, Ben, you're going to have to stop all those units coming your way.
If I could figure out how, I'll do it.
Well, there's some Dutch submarines out there, too, so they might help.
Oh, the Russian Navy is actually fighting mine off the coast of the Netherlands.
I'll send my wee little ships up there to go have some fun.
I wanted 2 escorts, but then my final escort seems to actually be holding them off.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to keep my Air Force around here, actually, out on the west side to keep things in order. Air Patrol.
Well, this patrol, my wee little patrol boat doesn't actually seem capable. Well, he's killed 1 unit. He's not really that good at sinking things.
Yeah, but the German surface fleet is now currently in dock for repair right now. Which actually a bunch of them are just actually coming out of repair. Speak of the devil.
Oh, a bunch of Russian transports are sneaking past. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, a bunch just snuck past.
I'm going to start deploying the surface fleet over there. Naval launch.
All right. So let's take my planes here. Can I send them out to do stuff? Oh yeah, that did it. So they land. Okay, they're trying to land now.
So I just sent a diplomatic overture to the Netherlands.
You did.
Oh, the Russian Air Force showed up! Holy God, they came out of nowhere! Oh, they're everywhere! Jesus Christ! Woo!
It's a madhouse!
Oh
well.
shit! They landed.
They're all gonna die.
But I mean, they're landing into just like tank and machine gun fire like no business,
And they're almost all dead.
And Dutch submarine like torpedoes too. Yeah, there they go.
Oh my god.
That was a daring Russian raid that didn't really work out too well for them.
Meanwhile, the heroic patrol boat
Every
is
once in
still
a while,
on
a
the
Russian plane comes over and.
Okay, mouse over is right out of the strait there, out of St. Petersburg. Mouse over where that merchant marine is for the Russians. Look how long that list is.
Oh my god. You need to send some escort ships up there. You need to send the whatever that big ship that's currently next to Gotland, Ben. Just start going ham on those guys.
Fuck it, we're sending the Air Force up there.
Send the submarines.
I can't get them to move. Oh, there we go.
All right, I really need to build some more ships.
All right, time for a little bit of a turkey shoot.
Oh, my escort's got some experience. I lost 4 of them though, I think.
All right, I'm setting my surface ships over there. Whoo! There's a lot of men.
Feel sorry for everybody watching my perspective. I know it's kind of boring, but Romania is not... the whole reason I chose Romania was because it was a very slow start, and I could focus on the other part of the game, the economy, which I realize now doesn't make for great content. Because that is one thing Supreme Ruler does very well, is it models the economy very good, in the sense that it makes it very, what's the word? Unpredictable. I don't even think you're killing a lot of these merchant ships. You're hitting them and they're leaving.
We got them cock blocked though. I sent most of my big ships up there. Now we're sinking some. The numbers are going up.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
There was time now.
They're so close to the airbase that the aircraft are just auto-deploying. It just hitting them. That's beautiful. I'm just gonna keep that as is.
I'm just gonna. I don't even have my. Those ships don't have any orders. They just shoot anything that gets within range.
See here, patrol. Ten out of 10, 100% complete accurate historical representation of the Great Russo-Polish War of 2017.
Mm-hmm. Oliver Perry has sunk 38 Russian transports. How much combat time? He's still got plenty. He's got 80 of 120 on the combat time left. Just blocking the straits here while the Russians throw at men. I don't know. It seems like they've slowed down in Finland.
I think it was that raid they had against Kaliningrad. They just they loaded up a huge number of their forces and just pushed them out.
Oh man. Now we've actually thinned. Oh, that fleet's almost gone. Look at it. They're gone. That whole stack.
Yes, marvelous. Oh, my submarines are starting to get quite a lot of experience too. 9 kills, 14, 12, 7.
50 with Oliver Perry has sunk 51.
Good grief.
The Oliver Perry's naval jack is just full of battle stars at this point. That is its jack. Just
Papua New Guinea wants to do some trading. No. U.S.
All
No.
comment from the chat. With all those ships sunk in the same spot, they'd probably create a new artificial island there.
Yeah, there's a reef there.
It's the new island.
And I think that the German Air Force is going to be able to. You're doing some good up there. Now, so Estonia. Say I wanted to get access there. How could I increase relations with them?
Giving
We're already up
them,
cordial.
giving them money, giving them free technology, doing lower level trade deals. So like free flow of labor or criminal extradition. Is also something.
Missile defense.
Missile defense is a good one. Stuff like that, like things where it's not a huge, agreement. Like it's not a huge thing they have to worry about, and it'll increase your relations slightly every time. And then you can go for the big stuff.
Oh, stuff's getting built. Yay. Right, how bad's my economy? Approval rating's up to 24%, so it's gone up by 10% at least. How much in debt am I? That's the question.
The Finnish are actually pushing back a little bit.
$60 kills on the Oliver Perry now. My economy's okay. I'm in the positive. Well, that escalated. So, whenever I go over and look at St. Petersburg, I just see this endless line of troops moving, and it looks like something's blowing up over there. Is that Bob's espionage?
It's probably part of it.
Yeah. If he's sabotaging, then if you see a little explosion every so often where the spy's at, that is that would be him sabotaging.
I thought I sent a spy to Archangel. Where'd he go?
Well, depends on what kind of mission you sent him on. If you sent him on an espionage, he'll be there until he captures he either gains something or is captured himself. If it's sabotage, he will sabotage the thing and then go back home. If it's recon, I think he sits there until he just is captured.
He's just hanging out in Denmark for some reason. What?
You can't trust the Danes.
They just sat there while you were destroying all these Russians. Didn't even lift a finger to help.
Why is he in Denmark? I sent him to Archangel.
Poops and
Did you you had Russia selected first, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did.
And then you clicked on the mission, then you clicked on the spot.
Yep. Well, how do I cancel a mission then?
You don't.
Great, so I just have a permanent spy in Denmark. Now, right, let's try that again. Archangel.
There's no way to cancel one that I'm aware of, anyway. Well, while this is all going on, Germany is going to improve its economy a little bit by increasing ore production.
There we go. Sent one to Archangel now.
There's got to be a way to see... Oh, here we go. Under construction. Days remaining, 53 days. There we go. That's how you see. On over here. Days remaining. Oh, no, that's supply. That one's complete. Oh, okay. My synth coal doodle.
How to synth coal?
I got
say
coal.
that as a synth.
So I got lots of coal. I'm still importing tons of oil. So why don't we probably...
Oh, Syria's gone. Apparently ISIL won.
Oh.
ISIL won?
Yeah, they did. Some bitch.
Well, that's unexpected.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, so we probably could use more of these. So build.
If for some reason, because I know the guys look at Let's Plays a lot. The developers of Supreme Ruler Ultimate, if you could, just something I'd request for the next patch or a patch in the future. Why can't I play as Kurdistan? Like, it's an independent nation on the map, but no matter what, you can't play as it in any of the scenarios, even when it's available, even when it's like actually on the map. I think that'd be a very fun playthrough in the 2017 start. But yeah, just something to think about. Potential developers that may be watching.
Well, you know what? I can actually ping them right now on their Discord.
Oh.
Special access. Ooh.
Well, it's not. It's a great game, but I don't think a lot of people are playing it. Like in terms of Let's Plays.
I've had a lot of requests for it.
There's not a lot of content creators making stuff for it. Let's just say that.
It's one of those games that's not. It's tough to look at. It's visual. I gotta say this. It's quite visually unappealing, but I know that wasn't the goal of the game, so I can't fault it for that. They didn't put a lot of effort into the visuals because it's just there to convey the information. So that's probably why a lot of people aren't running content on it, because it's, even Hearts of Iron 3 looks better than it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn it! Just lost another of my escorts.
We're gonna clean coal. I'm doing all this coal, and it's clean coal. It is the cleanest coal. I have the cleanest coal. It is the bigliest clean coal.
So how long have Russia and Finland been at war with each other? Like a month?
A month?
Not even. I don't think. I mean, they're creeping in. They're getting closer and closer to Helsinki. So
they slowed down a lot, though.
Finland, are you really sure you don't want to give me like air transit? Oh, there we go. You'll give me air transit now. Oh, but counteroffer. You want me to pay you $500 million to do it?
I mean, think about this. Think of how many Russians you could kill.
That's why I'm paying them. All right, we're gonna send our Air Force back up there.
Start hitting the Russians right where they're fighting.
Yeah.
Too bad you don't have an AWAC in the area. Or did you lose all your
those have been shot down. I'm going to research a better model and just use them from there. All right, get bent, Russians.
That's a lot of Russians.
Whoa! Yeah, now we can see.
Yeah, Finland's encircled. Oh no.
Well, there aren't units in the north, so they could get out if they could move.
Well, there's no supply up there, though. I mean, so what you can do is if you just you can hit S and that'll give you the supply map mode. Right, and the darker the color, the more supply there is. If there's no color, that means there's no supply there.
Gotta turn this.
So
one off.
there is no supply effectively north of that. That is the battle right there outside of Helsinki. Like that's where the battle has to be. Like infrastructure is important, just like in Hearts of Iron 3. So having railway and road and supply bases in areas that you want to fight is super duper important.
I mean, the Russians overall are less. They have less health, so they've taken a lot more damage doing this push. But they've been able to cut off the majority of the Finnish military.
Yeah. Oh, Finland.
I offered them a transit treaty to see if I could get my stuff up there. Syria has ceased to exist today. Oh, what'd they say? Oh, they accepted. Full transit treaty. Who is this?
I mean,
Italy.
You're helping, Bob. Like that southern push got knocked back pretty hard by your typhoons or whatever you're using.
Tornadoes and Eurofighters.
Yeah, so you're pushing them back pretty hard.
I'm gonna send my Air Force up there.
Also, you apparently just launched a missile at a random Russian patrol boat in the ocean and killed it. It's just...
Well, I researched the ASX-6 Snoken missile right off the bat, which is an air launch and naval launch. It's only size 3, so I can put it on like any sort of like vehicle I want practically. So
those are nice.
The problem is that I just don't have enough production to keep it really going.
All right, my planes are moving up into Finland.
Yay!
There they go. Zoom, 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 zoom. All right, so now I can select them and I can give them an order, right?
Yeah, you're probably best off like right around Lati.
Lati there, just send. Let's see.
Like send a patrol right there because they're pushing right on that, right to that.
There they go. Die. Mm.
Well, you didn't set up a patrol. You just have them in the area.
You just have them in the area.
All right, go home.
It's working.
They're just circling. They're just like.
Okay, so patrol. So let's select all of them, and then load to escort air patrol. Is that what I want?
Yes.
And then just tell them to go over there and kill Ruskies.
Like that's what my aircraft do. Is they just run in, drop some bombs on them, and then come
that's
back.
helping.
Of course, it looks like you might have sent some transport planes over there.
Is that what those are? I just took everybody.
Yeah, you.
He sent a Super Hercules into a combat zone.
Wait, is that okay? This is Super Hercules. Maybe you don't do that.
I mean, I know it looks like an AC-130 gunship, but it's not an AC.
What is the? Is this a transport for the CN-295? What is this?
Yes. So it has TRP as a transport. So you
okay.
Like
maybe you go home.
Just some guys that like were like transporting rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong are now suddenly flying into the Russian combat.
There's fucking AA missiles just like racing past them.
Sir, I didn't sign up for this. I'm going to send all my aircraft home to get repaired. Which actually, I should have a bunch of interceptors ready to go now at this point.
I've had to dial back production of basically everything because I think I'm effectively bankrupt.
I'm not.
He's the Netherlands. It's not like he has a pretty robust economy right now. It's
bond debt 39 billion.
I mean, we've been at war since a weekend, so a lot of expenses have been put towards that.
We've been at war since March.
I think the transports can go home.
So one thing that we can't talk about is if you are running out of money, that you can essentially get a loan, which is a bond issue, and you can do that through. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying you can do it through. Go to your finance tab.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we've been doing that.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's automatic. I've got 39 billion.
Oh, well, you can lock that out.
Yeah, I think
you tell him not to do that by going to your minister and locking those controls out. Like I've got mine set up to not take new bonds right now, unless I specifically say yes. Let's take a loan.
Yeah, my tax rate is 81%.
Jesus Christ, communist Netherlands.
Jesus Christ! It looks like we've beaten we've beaten them back for the most part in Lati here.
Yeah, but then they've rediverted down to this to the coastal towns.
Well, I was on a balanced budget. I'm now going to say, let's go for improved credit rating, because my credit rating is atrocious.
Like the Russians will stall out here pretty soon because
they're moving a lot of units along the roads to the north.
Yeah, but there's no supply up there, so they're gonna stall out pretty soon.
I think I might take
they're
my
gonna be
Air Force
stalling out.
This is why Romania is not invited to any of the good parties.
It's true.
All right, so you guys are going to air patrol over here and try to help them out. Oh, the transport's still there.
He's still in a Super Hercules going into a combat zone.
I thought I told him to go south. I thought I told him to go home. Go home!
You're drunk.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me! Anybody?
Well, despite being bankrupt, my approval rating's going up.
No, don't retreat, Finns.
Well, you're probably going bankrupt.
Is that an Abrams?
Depending on social programs or something. Oh, which everybody
That's a leopard.
Everybody should definitely consider spending a lot on their infrastructure because that improves your supply a lot.
Is that just a slider somewhere?
Yes. So you'll go to your finance tab, and then you want to go to your social spending, and the hard hat and cone is the infrastructure.
Social spending. Hard hat and cone infrastructure. Okay, daily investments about 50 million. Quality ratings 82%. So we can
there'll be
crank
like a
that
recommendation, but I know one of the common bits of advice is that make sure you're spending everything you can on infrastructure. It's a pretty common bit
up.
of
All right, let's
advice.
just crank that up. Why did my planes fly all the way back to Poland?
Probably to get repaired. They've been in constant combat missions for like a week.
How do I repay bonds?
So what you do, assuming you have the funds for it, what you do is you select on your you go to your minister tab there.
Yep.
And then you're going to select the bond itself.
Yep.
And then a new little icon will appear next to the issue bonds, which is going to be a little piece of paper with a red $sign on it. You just click that and that'll repay the bond.
Well, I don't have the money for it at the moment, but I keep on increasing taxes and reducing spending, and then I just go further into debt, apparently.
Yeah, that's not like uncommon necessarily. I had a really hard time balancing my budget off the bat as well, like manually. I ended up just leaving a lot of it under minister control. I usually just lock out.
He was the one that got me into this mess. I don't trust him.
It's all his fault.
All right, so my transports went there. I think I can reserve my transports.
It looks like the Russians stopped for a while, but then they renewed their attack.
Mm-hmm. As soon as the Polish Air Force left, they renewed their attack. I put the fear of who's a famous Polak?
Good luck.
Adam Curie.
I mean, the Russians are having... I mean, they're taking casualties. It's just that there's a lot of them.
Okay. So, question. When units go to repair, they go into reserve, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Well, kind of. I mean, they will be in a reserve state for the duration of the repair, and then they will redeploy once they've been fully repaired.
Okay. That's what I thought. Because like my planes all flew back to Lublin, and went into reserve, and I was like, okay, maybe that's just them repairing. And attack helicopters, those good for doodling.
They're good for that close air support bonus, only really in close concert with like your ground forces. By themselves, they're really not like the greatest.
Okay.
Well, that's been a pretty good episode. If you guys enjoyed this, please take a look at the other perspectives down below. Give the episodes a like if you really like them. Subscribe, and check out the Discord and Patreon links in the descriptions down below. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.